This is Luke Rudkowski of WeAreChange.org, and I'm joined by the one and only Dan Dix of Press for Truth and Jeff Berwick of the Dollar Vigilante, maybe the Sleepy Vigilante. It's going to change if you've been watching this channel. Now, I wanted to make a very important video because there's a lesson that I've been learning throughout my whole life, but this kind of road trip that we've been on recently with the G7 and the Bilderberg group meeting and this insane brothel, we'll explain later, has really been defined on this road trip. And the lesson is the power of letting go and living your life's purpose. Now, the reason we say this is because financially, we are not supported by anybody but you, the viewing audiences. And incredible, amazing moments have been happening on this trip that taught me that, you know, I shouldn't just be afraid. I shouldn't just worry about saying, oh no, I shouldn't do this trip. I shouldn't work and I shouldn't go to Germany and Austria because it's not financially responsible. I shouldn't do this because I'm not going to be able to afford hotels and I won't be able to afford this and this. I shouldn't worry about saying I'm not going to be able to cover this. I let all of that go and I said, you know what, this is my purpose. This is my mission. I'm going full force with it. And because of that, amazing doors have opened and life has just been it just unexplainable by words, but we're going to try to explain it as best as we can. Jeff, how would you explain this whole kind of trip that we've been on?
I have to say, I'm glad you're doing this video because I hear from so many people, I'm scared, you know, what if I quit my job and just expose the truth and do what's in my heart? I hear that all the time, and you know, I've seen it 1,000 times in my own life, but until I was on this trip with you guys, I've never experienced how when you're doing what you think is right, every door is open for you. Like I'm just a driver here. I just came along. I wanted to see what you guys did. It's been just unbelievable to see. It's almost like there's just a light shining on you guys everywhere you go.
Dan?
Yeah, for me, I mean, I think there's an element of a leap of faith that we've all made, and me personally, you know, I took that leap a while ago when Press for Truth started getting a little bit more recognized, and I had a moment where I had to think, is this really what I want to do with my life? Is this, you know, career-wise, you know, it's time to really think about this. Is this actually where I want to go? You know, I think I had a moment where I was like, God, is this the plan for me? Is this what I'm supposed to do? And I think you know what the answer is, because I did take that leap of faith and I did just dive in head first. And when I did that, all of a sudden doors started opening and everything just fell into place.
There is that moment, that like leap of faith that Dan is describing that all of us here in this car went through. That moment of like, holy crap, am I going to, you know, go for my purpose? Am I going to do what I love? Am I going to risk my livelihood, my career, my family, my everything just to do this? And the moment you make that decision, the moment you fully believe in it, the moment you fully trust in it, everything kind of aligns around your path, just like it has on our trip. I mean, just the incredible things that have been happening here. We've been working and busting our butts, and for some amazing reason, we are always at the right time, at the right place, getting the stories that no one else is getting, being there on the ground, putting in the hours, putting in the sweat, putting in the labor, and it's paying off. And it's paying off in not only just, okay, we got great video, here you guys go, but also in other ways that you don't see, that you don't really understand. So there's been incredible moments where we just land, and the moment we land, me and Dan just hit the biggest protest for the G7 in Munich with like 20,000 people. We meet people, amazing other journalists. Like
stage,
yeah,
you know.
Well, as soon as we arrived, when I first met you guys, you had no hotel, you had no plan.
Yeah.
You're like, we don't really have any money, no one's supporting us. And I was like, whoa. And right then we met the manager of the hotel and he was like, you guys are here? Thank you guys for being here. Whatever you want. And it's been this way the whole trip.
Yeah, we've been blessed with incredible people like Denise Reese and Alex Pouncer who met us at the protest, who said, you know, we're journalists too. Here's all the information you need to know. Here's a ride to Garnisch from Munich. Here's, you know, where we're staying. Here's what we're, you know, figuring out. And then incredible things happen, like, okay, we got a mix-up. We were supposed to stay with Charlie Skelton. He wasn't there a day early.
Yeah, we were supposed to be crashing in Charlie's room, so then all of a sudden we found ourselves completely stuck at this place without a room. And then all of a sudden the manager walks up and he recognizes Luke and he says, "Oh my God, you're Luke Rudkowski. We are changed. I'm a huge fan. I've seen your videos. You know what, guys? I'm gonna set you up. You know, you don't have to pay the full price. I'm gonna hook you up." And that was the beginning of a whole string of incidents that were just handed to us. Another example of doors being opened was that guy. Yeah, where do we go from there? I mean,
if we were the mainstream media, all the large corporations or government would be paying for all of our hotels, all of our travels, all of our rental cars. But we actually ended up just being just like, whatever we are. We don't have a ride? Okay, we'll hitchhike. We'll put out our thumbs. People have been picking us up, giving us rides to places everywhere. Hey, we're hungry. We meet incredible individuals who are like, hey, here you go. And seriously, just like the fascinating moment is like, we don't even like we know, like, crap, financially this is not going to work. We knew that coming into this, but because of the incredible, amazing human beings, we're going to list them off right now, we've been able to make this trip possible, and then other trips possible, and also just do the best work that we've been ever doing. And of course, first of all, Denise Reese, Alex Pouncer, great and amazing rides. The hotel manager who was a fan of our videos randomly when we were stuck without a place to stay, saw us, met us, found us, took care of us, brought us in, gave us a huge discount, was there for us one-on-one. The whole hotel staff became best friends with us, took care of us, gave us incredible stories, incredible information. Of course, we have this, trying to read the
that guy gave us lots of rides from the hotel to the protest point, from the protest point back to in this other town we had to go for the Bilderberg conference. He was giving lots of rides. Huge help.
Yeah, the nice, amazing family at the hotel that we stayed at when we were covering Bilderberg, that were doing everything for us, that also disliked Bilderberg very heavily, that had to go through the police intimidation with all of us when they came and tried to harass everybody. There's also, they made lunches for us, breakfast for us.
Thank Bilderberg too. They paid for everything at the hotel. It was the head of security. Gave us a little wink. He said, "We know what you're doing, and actually I like it." He gave us a little wink, and he said, "Take everything. It's on Bilderberg." And we just took the whole minibar because he actually said, "Please take it. You guys are doing good work."
Definitely Charlie Skelton, who let us crash in his room and did so many other incredible things during all of this Bilderberg. Adam Till, definitely have to...
Adam Till, a huge shout out to Adam Till. This is a very, very cool contribution that he made to us, and he says, he's like, I'm a big fan of Press for Truth, and we are change, and so my contribution to you guys is that I want to feed you. I want to make sure that you have a proper food in your belly so you can do the job right. I'm not into giving you paper money or this or that. My contribution is to make sure you guys are well fed, and for that I am so greatly appreciative. Those are the kind of things that are happening to us along this trip. It's like all our needs are just being met.
Yeah. Johan, Tobias, obviously the conspiracy cabbie, all the people at Bilderberg who paid for not only our mini bar, but all of our hotels, and let us take whatever we want that we're going to be giving off to the sponsors here. Of course, we also have to thank Romis, an incredible reporter. He's a war correspondent that just took us underneath his wing, gave us all the stories that he was covering, gave us an incredible story in Austria that you will be seeing on our channel. A brothel owner protesting high taxes decided to give free sex and free alcohol to everybody he could. That's going to be another wild story that you will see on this channel. And then the guy just took care of us incredibly. We got a very amazing story coming out of Austria from that. Of course, we also have to thank just you, the audience, watching, sharing, being there, a part of this journey. And without you, this whole thing would not be possible. Without you, voting with your clicks, without you donating $5 a month, we wouldn't be able to combat the mainstream media. We wouldn't be able to shine a light on the darkness. We wouldn't be able to be at the perfect place and right time when the riot just breaks out. We were at the most intense kind of G7 clashes that I ever seen at any other protest, but it just happened. Other journalists were leaving. I just decided to stay there, sit down, and bam, huge puff of smoke. Just right time, right place. Amazing kind of synergy that's been kind of happening. Any final closing comments?
Just for me, just seeing this in person, we've been friends for years. Seems like you guys are just doing, I know it sounds like self-promotional, but it seems like you're doing just the right thing. Like, I've never seen anything like this last week. Just everywhere we go, doors just open, and a lot of people are just like, thank you for someone saying this, thank you. It's been amazing. It's been my pleasure to be with you guys.
It's been a humbling experience, and I truly feel blessed. And I would just say to anybody out there, have faith. Have faith in yourself that you can do this. It takes putting yourself out there, and it's scary, and yes, there's risk involved, but it's so worth it when you do the right thing, and you follow your heart, and you just do what you know you're supposed to do. As you see with us, doors open and good things happen. Yeah. So it's, you know, I want to encourage people to just take that step and just go for it.
So this is the end of our trip, and we just want to say thank you eternally from the bottom of our hearts for making this impossible trip possible. All of the people on the ground, all of you people watching, it's just been insane. And if you're interested in learning and doing this with us, right now I'm going to Dresden, Berlin, New York City, then PorcFest. If you want to be on the ground, we have our online college institution teaching people journalism. We're going to be doing a boot camp at PorcFest. If you want to know more, definitely check out the description below, and then join us here on the front lines. Let go of that fear, let go of just that kind of anxiety, and just go with it. Beautiful, amazing things will happen. And of course, the last person we have to thank, of course, is Jeff Berwick. He's also just been incredibly huge. Last minute, he just said, you know what, I'm joining you guys. I was in Germany already. I'm going to join you guys. He's been giving us rides, letting us stay in his hotel, been incredibly patient with us.
He took the leap of faith.
He took the leap of faith with us, and he's just been an incredible individual who also has been a huge part of this journey. So I thank Jeff Berwick of the Dollar Vigilante. Dan Dix has been busting his butt here. Check out his channel at pressfortruth.ca, also doing incredible work. We only know each other because we're doing the same thing. We're busting our butts. Two separate channels, but check out his channels. Check out Jeff Berwick. And last of all, incredible. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much.